Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a wonderful week. Today, I'm going to show you how to make Sichuan boiled fish, 水煮鱼, tender fish fillets topped with seasoning and spices. To start it off, chop 8 fresh red chilies, 小米辣, into small bits. Dice 1 tablespoon of fresh ginger, 姜, and 4 cloves of garlic, 大葱, equivalent to 1 tablespoon. Smashing beforehand makes it easier to dice. Chop 5 scallions, 香葱. Do not use the bigger ones. If you are, only use 2. Otherwise, this dish becomes too strong. Separate stems and leaves. It will be used at different times. Cut 6 Napa cabbage leaves, 大白菜. If you have bean sprouts, add a handful. I couldn't find it at my local Asian market, so that's why I didn't include it in this recipe. Use a pair of scissors, cut whole chilies into smaller ones. 干辣椒, it should be 1 cup after cutting. Onto the fish. I am using 3 pounds of large mild bass, 鲈鱼. Any kind of bass should do. Cut fish from tail to head. Place a paper towel or a cloth on top so your hand won't slip, especially if you have a sharp knife. Turn your knife downwards when you are cutting. That way, it prevents from cutting up if it does slip. Take your time and be careful. Once you are done, flip it over and do the same on the other side. Next, slice the underbelly off the fillet. Chop into small pieces. Again, start filleting from the tail. When filleting, make each fillet 1 inch long and roughly 1/8 of an inch thick. Not too thick so it becomes chunky, not too thin so that it breaks easily. I prefer using bass. The meat is tender and softer. If you do not want the hassle of cutting the fish, 3 pounds of deboned fillet should do the trick. When you are done cutting, toss it in a bowl, add 1 tablespoon of salt, yen, and 1 can of any beer, 啤酒, to wash. This trick gets rid of the fleshy and fish smell. Wash it well, and then wash it 2 more times with warm water. Squeeze out as much water as you can. For marinating, add 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, half teaspoon of ground black pepper, 胡椒粉, mix it around. 1 egg white, 蛋白, half tablespoon of cornstarch, 干淀粉. Using cornstarch will preserve seasoning and water from leaking out of the fish, which makes it more flavorful and tender. Mix it well and place in the refrigerator to marinate for about 20 minutes. Now, let's put the sauce together. Before that, boil 6 cups of water, tray, in a pot or a wok. In a bowl, add diced ginger, garlic, chopped red chilies, 1 tablespoon of douchi. Douchi is basically fermented black soybeans. Scallion stems, 2 tablespoons of Laoganma chili crisp, and a 1/3 teaspoon of cumin powder, 孜然粉. Mix everything together and set it aside. When water boils, toss in the cabbage to cook. Take it out after 2 minutes or when cabbage changes color. Boil 2 cups of water in your wok. Add chopped chilies to rinse so that it won't burn as fast when we put it in hot oil later. After a minute and a half, take it out. As you can see, most chili seeds are left behind. So this particular Sichuan dish isn't very spicy. Everything prepared is more for the flavor and color. Boil 6 more cups of water. Drop in fillets when it boils. Gently stir around to separate pieces that are stuck together. Cook for 2.5 minutes. Use a pair of chopsticks and drainer to take it out so that you don't get any foam from the liquid if you were to scoop it up with a drainer. Take the sauce, toss it on top, then evenly spread it around the fish. Sprinkle some chopped scallion leaves. And then sprinkle some cilantro leaves, 香菜. Heat wok on high, add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 菜籽油 to heat. If 2 cups are too much, you can choose to use 1 cup. Just that it might be hard for the flavor to pass through the fish. Let oil get hot, throw in 1 tablespoon of Sichuan peppercorn, 胡椒, toss in the chili. Cook for only 15 seconds. Take it off the burner and slowly pour it on top of fish. And voila! So that's how you make Sichuan boiled fish. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. And again, thanks for watching, and I appreciate your support. And I'll see you next week.